Hello, everyone.
Hello and welcome back to the HSK2 Masterclass. 大家好，欢迎来到我们 HSK2 的播客。I'm your host Melanie, and as always, I'm joined by our lovely friend Vicky. Vicky, 你好吗？
我很好，大家好。Melanie，你好吗？今天
我很好啊，不过太热了。What about your place?
It's pretty okay，不冷不热。
哎呀，太舒服了，这里好热，热死了。
是吗？多少度？
33度
哇哦，真的很热，真
，33
的
degree, and it's very
哇
humid，很潮湿。
啊！Well, you have to drink more water
也对，多喝热水。
对对对对。
好，那你那里你也习惯喝热水吗？Are you used to drink hot water?
Yeah. Well, not hot, but kind of like 温水，不是很热。
Warm
对。
water.
Yeah, warm water, exactly. Yeah. 因为现在不热，所以可以多喝温水。等到夏天的时候，就开始不喝了。
对，你那里是冬天，我这里是夏天。
对，That's very interesting, right?
Yeah, we live in different parts of the world of the earth 啊。
Yeah.
好的，好的。那我们今天要学习什么呢？What are we going to learn today?
Well, in this episode, we are focusing on an incredible expression in Chinese, which is the 什么都, which means anything or everything, depending on the context. So it's a very useful phrase.
Well, so exactly. You will hear 什么都, everything, anything, often in Chinese conversations, whether you're talking about choices, preferences, or what you want to do. And of course, we'll show you how to use it like a native. And we're going to talk about living with parents until marriage in China.
Yeah, that's a very, very interesting topic. But before we get into the grammar, let's first listen a conversation. We are going to use 什么 tone in action. So here we got some example we can use in a daily situation.
So before we start, you are listening to the 汉语 Chinese School podcast. If you're learning Chinese and want to take your skills to the next level, so you're going to love this episode. And if you like to learn with us, you can try a free one-on-one class through our platform. We have courses starting from only 39 euros with live classes, recorded lessons, and full access to our online campus, so you can learn at your own pace. So welcome to visit our website, 汉语chineseschool.com, and choose your path. Okay, so let's continue with our dialogue. So the setting is Vicky and Melanie are discussing their plans for the afternoon and evening.
我先开始 I'll start first. 我们下午出去走走，你想去哪儿？
我哪儿都可以耶。你有没有比较想去的地方？
嗯，我们去美食街吧。最近新开一家港式餐厅，我想去试试看。
好呀，你想吃什么呢？
嗯，我什么都想吃，你呢？
都好，我什么都可以吃。
太棒了！那今天晚上有什么安排吗？
我觉得晚上我会在家，最近工作太累了，晚上什么都不想做。
没问题，那我们快去吃饭 后就回家休息吧。
Okay, so today's grammar point is 什么都, which can be used to express anything or everything. Let's break it down into two parts. First, when it's used positively, and then when it's used negatively.
We'll start with the positive one of 什么都, which is used to express that there are not limits or restrictions on what you want to do or choose. It's a great way to say everything in positive sense.
For example, in our dialogue, I said 我什么都想吃. I want to eat everything. So here, 什么都 means everything, showing that you're open to all options.
Yes, and another example from our dialogue is 我什么都可以吃. I can eat everything. In this case, 什么都 is used to show that you have no restriction on what you are willing to eat.
So in both of these examples, 什么都 is used in a positive context, expressing openness to any option.
Yes, and now let's look at the negative use of 什么都. This is where you combine it with a negative verb like 不 to say nothing or not anything. It's a way to express limitation or restriction.
For example, I said in our dialogue, 晚上什么都不想做. I don't want to do anything tonight. So here, 什么都不想做 means I don't want to do anything, using the negative form of 什么都.
Another example, 我什么都不喜欢. I don't like anything. Here, 什么都不喜欢 means nothing is liked. It's a complete negation of preferences.
So, in the negative form, 什么都 works with a negative verb to say nothing or not anything. It's an essential instruction for talking about things you don't want, or things that are not an option.
Yes, so now that you understand both positive and negative uses of 什么都, let's quickly summarize. The positive use 什么都 is plus verb and adjective and is equal to say everything or anything. For example, 我什么都想吃. I want to eat everything. And then the negative use 什么都 is plus 不 plus verb or adjective and is equal to say nothing or not anything. For example, 我什么都不喜欢. I don't like anything.
So thank you, Vicky. As you can see, this is a very useful structure that you can use in daily conversation to express your preferences, desires, and limitations. 什么都,什么都不. Let's move on. Now it's your turn to practice. So here's your question for today. How would you say I don't want to do anything this weekend in Chinese?
Try using 什么都 in your answer and leave your sentence in the comments below. We'll check them and help you with any corrections. It's a great way to practice and learn.
And we love seeing how you're using 什么都 in your own sentences. So keep practicing and we'll keep supporting you along the way. Okay, now let's move back to our dialogue and please pay attention to our grammar point of today. 什么都 and 什么都不.
Okay, let's start. 我们下午出去走走。你想去哪儿? Let's go out for a walk this afternoon. Where do you want to go?
我哪儿都可以耶。你有没有比较想去的地方? I can go anywhere. Do you have a place you want to go to?
我们去美食街吧。 最近新开一家港式餐厅，我想去试试看。Let's go to the food street. There's a new Hong Kong style restaurant that opened recently. I want to try.
好呀，你想吃什么呢？Sounds good. What do you want to eat?
我什么都想吃，你呢？I want to eat everything. How about you?
都好，我什么都可以吃。Anything is good. I can eat anything.
太棒了！那你晚上有什么安排吗？Great. Do you have any plans for the evening?
我觉得晚上我会在家，最近工作太累了，晚上什么都不想做。I think I will stay home tonight. I've been busy. I've been so tired from work lately, and I don't want to do anything this evening.
没问题。那我们快吃饭后就回家睡觉休息吧。No problem. After we eat, we'll go ahead home and rest.
Okay, did you notice the how do we use 什么 and 什么都 and 什么都不 in our dialogue?
Yes. So, are you enjoying this episode? If with our classes you can even do more progress. We're the top rated online academy, over 3,000 satisfied students, and we have an overall rating on Trustlove Pite of 4.8 out of 5 based on 200 reviews. So we offer courses starting from just 39 euros, including group classes, recordings, and a training for 7 learning platforms. So if you like to learn step by step, try our free class and see it for yourself. Find everything at hanyuchineseschool.com, or you can also scan the QR here on the screen, or you can listen all our podcast episode on our campus. We have all our podcasts on all kind of platforms like Spotify, YouTube, Twitch, Apple Podcasts. And if you like to know more, just check our website here below the screen. And also you can visit campus.hanyschool.com /podcast for the Chinese podcast, or you can also listen to English podcasts in campus.trainland.com/podcast.
Thank you, Vicky. Okay, let's move on to the Chinese culture. So we will see a very interesting Chinese cultural topic today that might surprise some of you. So, living with parents until marriage in China.
Yeah, that's a very, very interesting topic. In many Western cultures, there's often a big focus on independence, especially when you hit your 20s. So many people move out from their parents' home, whether they're studying or just working. And it seems, like they're building their independence and learn like life skills.
Yeah, in Western culture, it's not more like that. People, like young people, are more independent. But in China, it's quite common for adults to live with their parents even after they start working, and it's often considered perfectly normal. So, in fact, it's not just about economic reasons. There's a lot of cultural value tied to family bonds and the responsibility, and we have talked about that before. Like in Chinese culture, the family bonds are really, really important.
Yeah, exactly. In China, it's typical for children, especially sons, to live with their parents until marriage. Parents might even prefer it in this way. For example, you might hear someone say, "Oh, 我住在爸爸妈妈家，他们喜欢我在家." Like I live with my parents. They like me to be at home.
That sounds really funny, right? And
Yeah.
actually, we're not ashamed. Actually, we're proud of ourselves when we're saying
Mm,
this as a Chinese.
true,
Okay,
true, true.
so yeah, so living at home is seen as a way to honor family ties and ensure the family unit stays close. So there's also an expectation that the children will take care of their parents in their later years, which is an important value in Chinese culture.
Right. For many Chinese families, living together is a form of mutual care. Parents often feel more comfortable knowing that their children are at home, and children enjoy the support and comfort of being with their family.
Mm. And it's also very common for parents to want to help their children with things like cooking, 做饭, cleaning, 打扫, and even buying their first home, 买房子. This way, the parent-child relationship remains strong.
Yeah, that's actually very good. I mean, uh, well,
Why not?
while yeah, well, this practice is widely accepted and encouraged in China. Things are slowly changing, especially in big cities. Young people today might want more freedom and privacy, but still living with parents is often seen as a good thing in Chinese culture.
Mm, that's a great point. In fact, there's a lot of respect in Chinese culture for those who remain close to their parents, as it shows that they are devoted to the family. It's not unusual to see older adults still living with their elderly parents, and this is completely accepted in our society.
Yes. So if you ever travel to China and you found out that that if someone is living at home, like if they're like 30, 40, they don't be surprised if they're also living with their parents because it's like culturally valued and like accepted. Like being a good son and daughter, it's and living with their family, it's kind of supporting, yeah, it's like a way of supporting their parents, that even if you are married, you can also live with your parents as well, like they can take care of your child. Is it right, Melanie?
That's so true. So it's definitely a different approach compared to what we often see in the West. But it's a beautiful example of how family ties and respect shape the way we live and make decisions, right?
Yeah, true.
Okay. Do you remember our question? So earlier we asked you, how would you say I don't want to do anything this weekend in Chinese?
Well, the correct answer is 这个周末我什么都不想做. I don't want to do anything this weekend.
Thank you, Vicky. So well done if you got that right. And if not, no worries, 别担心. Just keep practicing. The more you practice using 什么都 in both the positive and the negative forms, the easier it will get. Okay, so now it's your turn. Here's a new question for you to practice with. Can you make a sentence by using 什么都 to talk about something you like or don't like?
It could be about food, activities, or anything you prefer. Drop your sentence in the comments below. I will check it for you. Don't forget to use 什么都, and yeah, let us know how you're making the phrase in your own sentence.
And we love reading your answers and helping you out. So get creative and share your sentences with us. Have a try. 试试吧. Okay, so thanks for staying with us until the end. If you want to truly learn Chinese with the real teachers and a clear method, welcome to visit our website HanYuChineseSchool.com and book your free class. We have courses starting from just 39 euros, live classes, recordings, and a complete platform to help you progress step by step. Plus, all our podcasts are organized in the campus so you can track your progress on campus.hanyuchineschool.com/podcast or campus.trenlan.com/podcast. See you in class. 我们课上见吧。Okay, today we've learned how to use 什么都 anything, everything to express preferences, choices, and even talk about things we don't want to do. It's a really useful structure for describing anything or everything in both positive and negative ways. And keep practicing this, you will soon you will be using it naturally in your conversations.
Yes, and we also touch very interesting culture practice in China, which is to live with your parents until marriage or even after marriage, to show respect, responsibility, and maintaining the strong the family bonds.
Yes, it is. And next time, we're going to dive into something really important in Chinese, resultative complements. Okay, so very important complements. And these are used to show the result of an action, like in sentences such as 我看懂了, I understand it. These are super useful for describing how actions are completed, and we'll be breaking it all down in the next episode.
So make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave your comments. We'd like to see how did you use the phrase 什么都 in your own sentence.
Yes, we do. And thanks for joining us today. We hope you had fun and learned something new. See you next time. 下次见。
See you next time. 再见。
再见。